Chapter 10, December 26th. I hear my pager beeping somewhere. It keeps beeping as I slowly regain my focus. By the time I'm fully conscious, the beeping stopped, but the pounding is still ringing. I tried to fix that because I didn't do that, but not the pounding. But not the pounding in my head, because you can't turn that around and put the knot on, whatever. I find myself lying on the floor for some reason. My body feels like a lead weight, and my limbs are like rubber. No strength. My head's throbbing, and my throat's hurting too. Damn, can't even give him like a glass of water? They gave Jade a glass of water in Bratz when she was kidnapped, and it did have the old aging thingy in it, but at least they were hydrated. As my eyelids slowly open, I'm treated to a scene of utter darkness. What is this, Blood of Hercules? I brought up Bratz and you bring up Blood of Hercules. What does that say about the two of us, huh? Jake will say he's starving. And he misses Charlie. He does miss Charles, probably. Unless this is Charles. Punctuated by a single point of light. Oh my god, Who is it? I don't know what the light is, but no sooner do I focus on it, I feel a searing pain in my eyes, and I force them shut once more. Tears seep out from beneath my closed eyelids. Jake! I mean, Kyle! Why? Boop, why are you calling him Jake? You're getting me confused. He's not Jake Hunter, he's Kyle Hyde! Can't come up with a better answer. I try and think back to the moment it happened. Whatever that stuff was, it certainly did what the sprayer wanted. 'Cause I fucking can't. We'll try. Who the hell did it, though? I try to stand, but then realize I'm unable. My hands and feet have been bound. Oh. They got me good. I've been tied up with rope. What if it's Betty? I'm just throwing out every name in the hotel. As I try to endure the pain from my eyes and my head, I attempt to lift my eyelids. I manage to focus on the dimly lit room. I regain my sight and manage to get myself into a sitting position. I look around. What if it's Claire? All that talk about the issues she's had with her dad, and she was throwing us off completely. All those coffees, she was like poisoning us very slowly. Not the cafe owner. The light I saw before is a flashlight. Must have dropped it when I blacked out. He was around back when the first place, when this was a hotel and not an apartment building. Now what? Not sure I'll be going anywhere like this. Oh, I'm crawling. This is even tougher than I thought it'd be. If I take it slowly, I think I can get a little mobility. I don't know why I'm coming up to this thing. As if this jar is gonna help. I think I managed to shake it a little. You know what? I was right. Let's do it. I slam into the table with my body. Almost. Just a little more. Yes. Chart of the broken vase are littered on the floor. I stretch one of my fingers out from beneath the rope and snag myself on a shard. Come on. I sever the ropes binding me with the shard. Damn! See, we could have used like other strat when you're kidnapped. Like you have to like break your hands or something. I can't remember. You know what? I hope I don't get kidnapped because I don't remember what it was. Those ropes were cutting my circulation. Good to have the use of my hands back. I use my newly freed hands to untie my legs. good. Hobbling around on my ass for the rest of the night wouldn't have been my idea of fun. So true, Kyle. Now I just need to find the Joker who thinks they can get away with this. I'm worried about Tony, too. First things first, I need to get out of this room. Streaming, you're so brave. Thank you. I appreciate that. Coming on the other side. Oh, you bitch! Crap. I'm trapped in here. What the hell am I gonna do now? Climb out the window. Oh, I was gonna use a strat to like turn the lights on and off to signal that we're in here, but I realized the lights are off. You can't do that. Okay, what else can we use? Maybe I can use this? Let's try. The door better say its prayers. Hell yeah. Let's throw it at the door. They're demolishing this place anyway, so. Why the fuck did you? No. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Whoa! How weak was that door? That chair looked weaker. Time to get out of here. I stretch my hand through the hole and unbind the rope holding the door shut. We could just crawl into the door. But okay, we'll do that too. Huh? Down by my feet is debris from the broken door. Manager. Something's lying on the floor. The piece of wood with the word manager written on it. So it belonged to the manager. This is getting interesting. What do you mean this is getting interesting? We got kidnapped! Whatever. Whatever, Kyle. Tony! That's... See, I told you if we get Tony involved, he's gonna get bonked on the head. Oh, poor boy. Hey, Tony. Tony! Buddy! What? There's something worse than a manager. A man! So true. Hey, are you okay? Tony's fine. He gets a pass. Oh. Hyde, is that you? Hang in there. Don't rub your eyes. Right. But my throat and my eyes feel like they're on fire. And my head. Oh. Who did this to you? Tony, who did this to you? I wish I could tell you, man. I was going past the elevator, and all of a sudden something just got sprayed into my face. Knocked me out cold. Didn't even feel it when I hit the floor. Oh, okay, he didn't get bonked in the head. You're hit with sleep spray. Just blink a lot. I don't believe this. He's grasping the crowbar. He's like, I'm gonna go find out who did this to you, Tony. Just you wait. I'm in agony here. I think it's law enforcement grade stuff. You're lucky you've been out for most of it. Law enforcement grade stuff? Who would have that? Just grin and bear it. You're not dying, you know? Hey! Oh, more compassion would go a long way, man. Yeah, well, it wasn't just you that got taken down. They got me too. Is setting up something to be a 999 ending? The little ending I could be a crowbar ending. At least we go down together. Same routine with the sleep spray and everything. What? They got you too? What the hell is this? Just after you left, they sprayed me. Knocked me unconscious. I was tied up and locked in room 406. No way. I only just got myself free and smashed my way out. I don't seem phased. I guess that kind of things happen all the time on the force. Can it, Tony? I wasn't on the SWAT team or anything. How are you feeling now? I can't complain. A lot better than just now, that's for sure. Damn. I think I'm over the worst of it. Tony's a trooper. Good to hear. Who the hell would want to do this to us anyway? I guess someone who didn't want us closing in on the Scarlet Star. That doesn't tell us much. That's true. Looks like I'm gonna be needing your help with one more thing, Tony. Sure, no sweat. Tony, some self-preservation, please. We gotta get our heads straight and get back in the game. I want to know who it is as much as you do. Let's go get him. That's the spirit. Oh, I've just remembered. Did anything happen to the safe? Same as when you left. We need to get back there and go for another look. No time like the present. And book it. If anyone tries anything again, let's see them try and sleep spray my crowbar. Where is that thing anyway? It's on the floor. It's over there on the floor. So that's your little friend, huh? I pick up the crowbar. We could use this as a weapon. I did play Reanimal the other day. Let's get this thing done. Right. This is a good duo. This one might even rival Charles and Kyle. Who knows? Okay, I'm back. What you missed was, we did a puzzle that involved closing the lid of my DS and it crashed the game. And then I had to download a whole different super special DS just to run the game. And now everything works fine. Also, we got kidnapped. Also we got kidnapped and Tony got bonked in the head. And we said, who did this to you, Tony? Who did this to you? And now we're gonna go beat them up because how dare they hurt Tony? And it happened exactly like that. It happened exactly like that. And no, I will not take any more questions. We love Tony. Who's Tony? This is Tony. Hyde, where are you going? Sorry, I forgot exactly what I was doing. What the hell? I'm dead. What the hell, man? You really did a number in that door. It was nothing special. Oh, man. What? What's so strange? Nothing, I just think it's very you, that's all. Ooh. What's very me? What I did to the door was nothing compared to you when you're drunk. Same things don't change. Some things don't change, huh? That's harsh, man. Right, let's do. Are we becoming besties? We actually are becoming besties. We actually told Tony that we're friends, and Tony was like, "Oh, you think we're friends?" And then we like made out. I mean, we didn't, but yeah, no, actually, he ditched us for Betty. But I believe that it could have been something. It was just really cute when Kyle actually came out and he was like, yeah, I mean, we are friends, right? And then Tony just like looks at him like, what? We're friends? And yeah, he's like crying. We were playing his music in the cafe. It was a really sweet moment. He invited us to hang out on Christmas Eve, which like, Doesn't that just say everything? And then he ditched us for Betty. But he did invite us on Christmas Eve. Yeah. We take the small wins. I think we can put aside our differences and make fun of Coco. No! Don't do that! Bros for hoes. Come on, Tony. You know the rules. Here we are. Time to get that safe open, Hyde. Right. Depends on what Coco's doing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm never doing anything worth making fun of. Alright, let's get busy with that crowbar. Sanjay, hey! You said you would never bring that up again! Let's do this. Push the bar in 3, okay? This is just like Reanimal! Oh my god, imagine playing Reanimal with Tony. Come on, man! We're pushing on 3, not oh, right? not 1, not 62. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3! Whoa! I swear to God, if the Scarlet Star was in the safe this whole time, and they just didn't open the safe to get it out, this is gonna be insane. Nice one, Hyde! Come on, let's see what's inside. The door is broken off, somehow. Magically. Did we find anything? Hold your horses, I'm still checking. The suspense is killing me, man! There's a small square case inside. A case? Better take a look. This is it! Let's get that thing open and take a look! Nothing. Haha, nothing, he says. What the hell are we wasting all our time for? The damn thing's empty. His expressions are killing me. That can't be right. I'm not making this up, you know. Where the hell is the Scarlet Star? It beats me. Talk about disappointing. Aw, man. After all that. Yeah, tell me about it. Wait a minute. Take a look at the door. What about it? Look how thick it is. It's pretty good security for a safe with nothing. It's almost unusually thick. I thought we'd be rolling in it by now. Hang on. Da-da-da! Let's look at that door. The door is thick and the inner portion is covered in rust. There's some sort of opening on the inside of the door. Could it be... What is it? It looks like this thing comes apart. You're right! I place the crowbar into the opening and pry it open. That'll do. Oh my god! This looks like... What do you find? Tony. There's some kind of book hidden in the gap. A book? Nothing shiny and expensive looking? Unfortunately not, but at least we found something. We got you to thank for it. Oh, what does the book say? Looks like a diary from the manager of Hotel Cape West. The manager's diary? Yep. Belonged to Michael McGrath, the manager of the hotel. The man who knew the whereabouts of the Scarlet Star. Maybe we can still find it. Come on, what's in it? This is what's written inside. Written on December 17th, 1967. After Kathy's funeral, Kathy, I still can't believe you're gone. Whenever I think of life without you, I'm overcome with an intolerable sense of guilt. Guilt because I know the truth, Kathy. I know why you were killed, and it's all because of what happened on that fateful night 12 years ago. If I hadn't shot the safecracker... 13 years ago, 12 years ago, 25 years ago. He snuck into my office. If I hadn't taken the Scarlet Star from his dead fingers, he killed our dad. Then maybe you'd still be alive. Everything is connected to one night that happened 12 years ago. If only I hadn't shot the man who crept into the office to break into the safe. If I'd not taken the Scarlet Star from his hands and kept it for myself, perhaps then none of this would have happened. Whoa! We kept the man's body in the chest freezer for 2 days! Then I had Mike and Peter take it to a downtown parking lot and dump it there. What? They did what? Damn, how old were they? Like 12? 25 years ago. Like, how old are they now? How old were they back then? 12 years ago from then. Because Mari doesn't look older than like 30. Like, she looks 30, mid-30s maybe 40s if we're pushing it. So her husband would have been like 13 years ago when her husband died-ish. Actually, yeah, wait, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was made of off limits from then. Rarely a day goes by when I don't think about what happened that night. When I closed the hotel, my plan was to sever ties with Condor as well. George said, "The only way to escape Condor is to completely disappear. Of course, you're well within your right to do so, but remember this. I can overlook certain things while we're friends, but not when we're strangers." George knew. He knew about the provisions I'd made in order to start my new life. He knew what had become of the Scarlet Star. I expected some sort of retribution, but Kathy, never imagined it would result in your life being taken. Now that you're gone, the reasoning behind taking the Scarlet Star has gone too. And George, who took your life, even had the audacity to come to your funeral. These guys are messy! Kathy, I now know exactly what I have to do. I have no intention of handing the Scarlet Star to George, and absolutely no intention of forgiving him for what he's done. You can rest easy, Kathy. You will be avenged. I promise. Safecracker in this diary. There's no mistaking. It was my dad. It happened 25 years ago in this very room. My dad snuck in and stole the Scarlet Star, only to be killed by Michael McGrath. He was killed in this very room. Dad. Hey, are you listening, Hyde? Tony? Snap out of it, man! Does it say whether Scarlet Star is or not? No, it doesn't. We got nothing! What now, Hyde? Right now, we need to get out of this room. That's a good idea. I love when his face just, like, falls. I'm scared we're gonna run into someone. Ow! What is it? My foot hurts. I must have fallen on it funny. It still hurts now. My head's killing me too. What the hell was in that spray? You might as well go back to your room, Tony. What about the diamond? You need to rest. I'll be sure to come and get you when I need you. Okay, man, if you're sure. Tony makes his way back through the hallway. Chloroform's no joke, man. Better get back to my room. Okay, the horror arc is over. Thank goodness. Oh, it's nighttime. Damn, we could have gone down together. Red Crown, how may I help you? You're still working? It's like 9 p.m. Rachel, it's me. Is everything okay, Kyle? I've been trying to reach you for ages. I got caught up in something. Oh? It's fine now. Don't worry about it. Okay, if you're sure. What did you want from me anyway? Gotta process your feels, Kyle? He actually did. Normally, we do like a big thinky moment at the end of each day, but instead, we did our big thinky moment just earlier on. I'll pass you over to Ed. It's me. I found out something about Frank Raver. He was heading up a Condor investigation 25 years ago, but taken off the case. Yeah, we know that. Seems he blames Hugh Speck for having him taken out of action. He's been roaming around the building looking for proof to link Speck and Niall. He has he? Also, I found Michael McGraw's diary from 13 years ago on the 4th floor. He says he shot a certain safecracker in the building 25 years ago. What? There's more. The person who killed Kathy McGraw 13 years ago was the husband of the current owner. None other than George Patrice. That's some pretty big reveals you made there, Hyde. Hyde? Certainly answers a few questions, but it seems I got a bit sloppy too. Just a little while ago, I was rendered unconscious and tied up. What the hell? I was investigating the 4th floor, and someone sprayed me with sleep spray. I love that, sleep spray. What is that? That's pretty serious. Seems you managed to get yourself out of it, though. Yeah, just about. My head's still killing, though. Seems there's somebody in this place who doesn't want the 4th floor investigated. He's not gonna talk about his feelings about his dad being killed or anything at all with anyone. He's not gonna process that. Not for another 20 years. Got any idea who could have done this to you? Yep, I got a pretty good idea. What's your next move? Let's just say that person and I are gonna have a little talk. Guys, I think it might be the Dill man. Watch your back, Hyde. Oh, also Dylan tried to shoot us, so I don't know if you remember Dylan, Aldi, but sure. Time to go get some answers. Or Frank, did Frank try and sleep spray us? I don't know. I don't think so. There was a French student? It's not, I don't think it's him. Who do we think it is? Let's go up to the 3rd floor and we'll go to Frank or Dillman. They did say it was police issue, yeah. Hey, you. Mr. Hyde. Frank, have you got a moment? We need to talk. You haven't been poking around on the 4th floor again, have you? Actually, that's what I need to talk to you about. Fair enough, you better come in. He's like, oh, damn, I guess I got caught. This is such a detective room. This is kind of cute. He's got a board and everything. Although separate your home and your work life, man. I love this. The hat and coat. Classic detective wear. Mr. Hyde, what do you think gives you the right to enter another man's home and misbehave? Sorry, I can't help it. It's the detective in me. Frank? After we last spoke, Tony and I headed up to the 4th floor. Lie on his bed for science. What was that one game where you can lie in anyone's bed and they're like, don't do that? Oh, it was Story of Seasons, I think. No, it was Ruin Factory. You just lie in people's bed for fun. And then your character's like, why am I doing this? Oh, if you do that while one of the characters is in the room, they're like, what are you doing? Get off my bed, please? Why did you involve him in any of this? Let's just say I wanted to play it safe. Why were you afraid it was gonna happen? I just figured that there might be people who try and stop me investigating. Cut to the chase, Mr. Hyde. What are you referring to? I think you know what I'm referring to. You. What insolence! Not insolence. Listen, Frank. I know it was you who did it. Are you shocked I pieced it all together? I'm appalled that you and Tony have been poking around the 4th floor. That much I'll tell for free. Appalled? Do explain. What's got you so appalled? First off, the fact that you would let Tony do the investigation. Leave Tony alone! You accused him for a crime he didn't even do earlier on, and now you still hung up over that. Could choose a more incompetent queen to work with? You are so rude. I could only suggest that if you must persist, you do it alone. Tony's not a cretin. You got Kyle defending Tony up in here. And who I choose to involve is up to me and nobody else. You take that back about Tony right now. I see you're unwilling to heed my advice. While we're on the subject, why don't you want me up there in the first place? Because, Mr. Hyde, I don't want you to disturb the place I spent so much of my time meticulously searching. Well, now I've broken down a door, so whose fault is that, huh? There's still some things up there I have yet to uncover. What was your plan? Just leave me tied up there forever? What have you yet to uncover? There are. I'd rather you not get them before I do. And would that be Michael McGrath's diary? Correct. Getting my hands on evidence which would allow me to expose Hugh Speck is my top priority. 25 years ago, I learned that Hotel Cape West was where Condor made their sales. I decided to embark on a rather reckless investigation to unveil this. A reckless investigation? I realized if I was to fully expose them, I'd need to uncover with unconventional means. And so... You were removed from the case 25 years ago by Hugh Speck, and it ruined your name. That's what you told me. I need to know exactly what kind of investigation you conducted. What? Sounds to me like you brought this on yourself. Now tell me what you did. Come on, spit it out. I'm beginning to think that the real reason you were taken off the case was because you were doing a lousy job. Nothing to do with Hugh Speck at all. How dare you! It was Hugh Speck that took away my good name. And why get so defensive all of a sudden? Maybe Frank. There's more up there on the 4th floor than you're letting on, and you've been using this whole expose Hugh Speck thing as a cover. Am I right? Is there something more up there? What are you talking about? I know it was you, Frank. You got me and Tony real good. What? There's no sense hiding it. It was you that sprayed us with the sleep spray. What are you saying, Mr. Hyde? How did you come up with these fantasies? You didn't want me to find Michael McGrath's diary. Why? Because it contains things you didn't want me to see. Why would I have any reason to hide what was written in there for you? Spare me your pathetic conjectures. It's no use feigning ignorance, Frank. The game's up. Did it say anything that would put him at risk? I can't remember. Don't mean that you should change your attitude, Mr. Hyde. It's you. I don't know what went up there, but you really should stop issuing baseless accusations. Unless he thought there would be something up there that would incriminate him. Baseless, are they? Stop playing dumb. Now you listen. I cannot comment on something I don't know nothing about. Do you at least have proof to back up what you're claiming? I'm sure I can find some. Right here in this room. Is that so? Now I can assure you, you'll find nothing of the sort. You're lying. It's here, somewhere. Well, since you're showing no sign of giving up. Kyle is the master bluffer. Except he doesn't even bluff. He's like, you know what? If I try, I could figure that out maybe. I don't know it now, but I know I can find out about it. Search the room all you like. Mark my words, you'll find nothing. Just watch me. Oh my god, this man. He kills me. Where's that light coming from? Does he have a giant street lamp outside there? Because it's nighttime. Yeah, that's not gonna prove anything. Files. Oh, rope. Rope. Just like the kind that tied me up. Hey, Frank. What is it? Let's look at what I found here. That should prove it was you that attacked us. Hold up, I'm gonna take a sip of water. I've been rubbing too much. This should prove it was you that attacked us up on the 4th floor. Oh, really? Why would you just leave that? And after tying us up, you just leave that out in the open. You don't even try and hide it. Try explaining this. I am. He's running me ragged. It's been a long day. This rope. What about this rope? Whoever sprayed us up there used rope to tie me up afterwards. And this rope looks a lot like the stuff I was tied up with. Oh? That makes you the perpetrator. That's ludicrous. Is it? Maybe to you. Why are you hiding the sleep spray? Where are you hiding the sleep spray? Imbecile, I own nothing of the sort. You're clutching at straws. You keep telling yourself that. I know you're guilty. Oops, I think that might have hecked us up. Whoever sprayed us up there used rope to tie me up afterwards, and this rope looks a lot like the stuff I was tied up with. Oh, that makes you the perpetrator. Whoa, that's ludicrous. No, it's not. Maybe to you. Why do you have rope lying around? Does the fact we're moving shoot not mean anything to you? That's actually a very good point. He has got me there, actually. And what's that supposed to mean? Must I explain everything to you? Last week, Miss Patrice gave a rope to all the tenants living here. She thought it would help us all during the move. Therefore, you'd be likely to find exactly the same kind of rope in every tenant's room. That's a good answer, actually. It seems you're unaware of this fact, Mr. Hyde. Well, I was away in business last week, so... I suppose the copy helped you nothing about it. But you should have known better than to start accusing people without checking the facts. If you want to find the real criminal, try acting like a proper detective for once. What do you mean? It's hardly rocket science. Instead of pestering me, you should have searched the area you were attacked in. I've had enough of your company. Please leave. No! I leave. Well, it looks like 406 deserves some more of my time. Well, he's gonna go and destroy any evidence that he has in there now that we're on to him. That's so silly. We're we going to check? I feel like a child that just got told off and now we're grumbling and we're going to do the thing that we were being told to do. I can't. What if he comes back and like sleep sprays us again? So silly. What did the perp leave behind? He actually told us to go look again. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! Did he really lead us back here to knock us out again? Nah. Who's there? I fucking can't! I know the person who attacked me was... Damn, I'm losing consciousness. I give up. I give up. How did we fall for that? I really thought there's no way we have to go all the way back. That's so silly. That's so crazy. He can be so dumb sometimes. Okay, let's go back. Oh shit! Frank is the wrong answer. We're not supposed to go to Frank. Oh my god. I'm bullying an old man for no reason. I really thought it was him. Time to go get some answers. We are gonna go down to see Max. Who is it? I hear Mag's voice from inside. It's Kyle Hyde. Oh, Mr. Hyde. Why so surprised? Ooh, that's right, because Frank didn't even seem that surprised that we showed up. I'm not surprised. If you say so. Now open the door. I got something I need to talk to you about. Now's not really a good time. I don't want to see anyone at the moment. You don't want to see anyone? What's wrong? Was it something I said? Please don't misunderstand, Mr. Hyde. I know what you did. All of it. Now open the damn door. No, I won't. I have no intention of letting you enter my room ever again. I've also made certain discoveries. I know you snuck in here and stole the key, for example. What? Of all the things to take, and to think you of all people took it. I must have been a fool to think I could trust you. You knocked me out! Mrs. Patrice, just go, will you? Mr. Hyde, huh? Frank! Frank! What are you doing here? I just came to see Mags. So you spoke to her, yes? Well, in a manner of speaking. She wouldn't let me in. She told me she knew I'd been inside her room. Interesting. How so? She called me not long ago to talk about you. Did she? I think she may be under the assumption you're in league with Niall. She may be basing these assumptions on the fact that you took the Condor key. She said that the only person who knew the significance of the key would take it. Why did she want to talk to you about me? Because she knows I used to be a detective. She trusts me. That's not what I asked. No. Why was it me she wanted to talk about? Not why did she talk to you? I thought I made that clear a moment ago. She believes you're working for Niall as you stole the key. It's like Frank will take any second to talk about how amazing he is. It doesn't make any sense. How did she come to know that I took the thing in the first place? Are you sure you didn't drop me in it when you spoke to her? You know, just politely told her that I'd been snooping around in her room. You watch your tongue. I told her nothing of the sort. What's the significance of the key? How should I know? After all, you know far more about that damn key than I do. You've been spending more time up on the 4th floor than anyone. Didn't you find anything that looked like the key could be used up there? Not yet. I'm still only halfway through my investigation. I didn't get a chance to finish it because I was attacked. You were what? Yeah, okay, it's definitely not him. I let my guard down for a second. If they hit me with it, that would be so funny though if he literally told us you should go look up there again and then immediately attacked us again. They hit me with sleep spray, tied me up and locked the door. I got myself out but never caught a glimpse of the attacker's face. Who would attempt something like that? I guess someone who got jittery at the thought of me being at the 4th floor. And they're willing to do just about anything to help keep their secret hidden. Mr. Hyde, you don't think it could be... Right. There's only one person it could be. If what you told me is true, and she thinks I'm working for Niall, then I'm sure of it. Why didn't I realize it sooner? Indeed. Oh dear. What is it? I may have made a terrible mistake, Mr. Hyde. A mistake? About what? When you told me that it was Michael McGrath's son of all people that sent you the order to go searching for the Scarlet Star, that's when I chose to hint that Michael McGrath kept his secret hidden somewhere, like in a diary. I thought this was a chance to utilize your expertise in assisting me in finding evidence to expose Hugh Speck and his corruption. Frank? This may have caused Mrs. Patrice to question her trust in you. It seems I didn't think this through properly. Frank! Come on, Frank. Don't flatter yourself. What? You think I was just doing what I was told? I wanted to look around the building, and that's exactly what I did. We demand reparations. The reason I did it was to uncover the truth of 25 years ago. Simple as that. Truth of 25 years ago? You mean to tell me you're not looking for the Scarlet Star? Oh, I'll find it alright. But only because it'll be instrumental in uncovering the truth I'm looking for. What are you so keen on finding out 25 years ago? I want to know what went on in that manager's office about the safecracker's death. What? You got something to say? I mean, didn't we learn about it from the diary? No. It's nothing. Yeah, well, your face is telling a different story. You got something to say? Now would be the time to say it. I'm feeling a little tired, Mr. Hyde. I'm gonna head to my room. Not so fast, Franco. Are you implying I'm running away? Yes. If you're keen on hearing about 25 years ago, feel free to join me in my room. Oh, I hate going in people's rooms. That's the prime place for them to try and kill me. His face went wider than a mime's when I mentioned my dad. Frank's gonna tell me what happened 25 years ago, is he? Wonder what he knows. Woo! Come to my assault closet? Don't say it like that. Frank, I'm here. Mr. Hyde. Here I am, now talk. Of course, come in. Can I offer you a drink? Save it for a real guest. I'm here to hear what you have to say. No tea? I intend to have a drink, so please just join me. He's gonna lace it. Sydney from the cafe kindly gave me some coffee not too long ago. Do you care for some? Well, in that case, this won't take long. Please wait here. He's gonna drug us! Like a family photo. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Ugh, it looks so black. There's no milk in there at all. I would hate that. If someone served me a cup of coffee and there's no milk. Oh, thank you. This smells pretty good. Now that I think about it, you're the only person who's been up in here and had a coffee with me. What about your family? My wife passed away 10 years ago after a lengthy battle against illness. I have 2 children, but we haven't met in years. How do they feel about you trying to restore your name with the LAPD? About trying to find clues to expose Hugh Speck for the last 25 years? I've never spoken to them about it. They know nothing. Why not? No sense keeping all the problems to yourself. I'm sure they'd support you. After all, when Hugh Speck had to remove you from your post, they had to support you then. Don't you think they have a right to know? Don't you dare try to tell me how to treat my family. No offense, but if I had a dad like you, I don't think I could stand it. Just my 2 cents, though. You don't understand at all, Mr. Hyde. I don't leave my family in the dark all this time for the sake of my own pride. There's more to it than that. 25 years ago, during the Condor case, my name wasn't the only thing I lost. It resulted in someone's death. Whose? The man you've been looking into, the safecracker. Lies, Alti. What? Mr. Hyde, would you care to tell me how you came to know about that man? Who told you about him? Well, he's kinda my dad. Who told you? Tell me. He did. Michael McGraw's son. I'll convert you. That's never gonna happen. That's never, ever, ever gonna happen. I think it was only in uni. That was the only time I ever had coffee black continuously. And I don't know how I did, because I don't remember if I liked it or if I just like tolerated it, but I had it like every day. And I think it was only to keep me awake. It was only so I could bear through academia. Since I'm not an energy drink person. But yeah, my last job, I think I had a lot of coffee, but it was always with like 75% milk. Which I'm sure is a complete, I'm sure that's like sacrilege. But yeah, I need to have like full milk. He told me about a man who crept into the office, and I see. I think it's time you talk straight with me, Frank. I want you to tell me about the safecracker who was killed 25 years ago. Tell me everything you know. Ew! Come on, Frank, you just told me. I think Kyle would also hate me if I said that. You said this person had gotten involved in the case you were working on. Tell me. Did you help him get in? Did you buy information for him? Oh shit, it was nothing like that. I wasn't willing to risk everything on trivial acts like that. Then how were you involved? I think it's about time you talk straight with me. Tell me what happened. He got him in! I did. So you and the safecracker knew each other? We didn't. Gregory was there thanks to the information he got from a contact I used. Gregory? Who's Gregory? The name of his associate, used for him at least. I doubt it was his real name, just something he used while working. That's why he doesn't know that he's related to us. Gregory was a safecracker who'd never been arrested, and was well known in the field. He was also knowledgeable on Condor. I figured I could use a person like that to assist me in my plans. We had an agreement. I'm the one who got him into the hotel. However, I intend to catch Condor by fair means, or foul. That's the plan. Hugh Speck put an end to all that. How did Hugh Speck put an end to your plan 25 years ago? What did he do? Well, he... Tell me the whole story. He did something beyond words. Let me guess, Hugh Speck. Fought Gregory off? Nope, never mind. I'm allergic to getting things wrong. What was he planning? What did he do? What did he do? Well, he did something beyond words. What was it? He told Condor about your plan. That's right. That was also why Gregory was silenced. That night while I was waiting for word from Gregory, that's when it happened to me too. Frank. What? Even beating around the bush. I need you to tell me exactly what happened, all of it. What do you mean? I thought I made myself clear from the start. What I need to know is precisely what happened with the safecracker 25 years ago. You know the truth behind the death that occurred that night, and you're gonna tell me. You win, Mr. Hyde. I'll tell you what you need to know. But on one condition. I'm listening. If you really want to hear the whole truth, you'll have to make me talk. What the hell's that supposed to mean? But I would have thought an ex-detective like you would have known. It's time you demonstrated to me exactly how much you want to hear the truth. If you expect me to get anything out of me, you're gonna have to work for it. If you choose your questions well, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you aren't able to ask the right questions, our little chats stop here. You got yourself a deal. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna save one word. I'm gonna save a word different. What kind of agreements do you have? Mr. Hyde, I hardly think that's a fitting question. You know nothing. Oh, shit. Mr. Hyde, I'm sure I told you at the start. You should choose your... I'm sorry. I literally forgot exactly what you said, and I thought I had to choose my answers carefully. So that's fair. I really wasn't listening. You wanted to know what happened 25 years ago. If you intend to ask about other matters, I suggest you leave right away. I never thought he'd be that hard to please. How am I gonna find out about my dad? I should start thinking before I speak. If it was in real life, call a helpline. Yeah, no, don't worry, guys. I'm okay. IRL, I'm okay. In-game, I'm not okay. And Kyle isn't too. Let's go back. Okay, thank goodness. Let's load this save. Okay, what was your plan 25 years ago? What kind of agreement did you have? What was it that happened to you? Okay, this one. Let's start with this. What was your plan from 25 years ago to catch Condor? Well, I decided there was only one way to bring Condor to justice. That was to catch them in the act. Skilled as Condor was in conducting systematic jewelry thefts, they were also adept in turning their acquisitions into near untraceable cash. I'd found out from a staff member that Hotel Cape West was being used to sell the stolen wares on, and that the jewels were being kept in a safe in the manager's office. The expressions are really good for, like, art prompts, maybe references, maybe also just kind of, like, vibes. If I could positively identify that the jewels being stored there were Condor's, I would have had all the proof I needed to drive the final nail in the Condor coffin. That's why you enlisted Gregory's help to crack the safe. You wanted him to make his way into the manager's office and remove the jewels, right? That's why it was his lost heist. Precisely. The plan was to have him break into the safe, extract the contents, and send me a signal. Then the police would arrive at the office and confiscate what he extracted. That was the plan, at least. What kind of signal had you decided he should send you? We planned to use the window. Window? Ah, didn't we do that? He was to enter the manager's office, open the safe, extract the contents. Once he got the jewels, he was going to go to the window, use his flashlight, let me know that things had gone according to plan. The police had been standing by and could raid the premise. The problem was, something went wrong. The signal we'd agreed on regularly disappeared, so we never went into the building. And that was what got him fired, because used a plan that was like, that involved a civilian and got the civilian killed. Even though that was never released, I guess. Next question. What went wrong? Well, you're telling me he never returned the signal? I believe he sent it, but what? You must understand, Mr. Hyde, there are things I cannot discuss beyond this point. Why? You said you'd answer important questions. They concern the promise that connects me and Gregory. If that promise had been planned, he would never have needed to die. I regret what happened. I doubt I'll ever outlive that regret. Mr. Hyde, I think I've said enough. I couldn't possibly discuss this any further with you. There's only one person I can imagine telling the story to, and that's a relative of Gregory. Well, wouldn't you have it? I am actually Gregory's son. Do I have proof of this? Do I have proof that he's my dad anywhere? Oh, I feel like I shouldn't ask those questions because he's gonna get mad. Let's try the second one at least, because we didn't ask him that yet, did we? Mr. Hyde, I hardly think that's a fitting question at this point. You clearly know nothing. Okay, never mind. Unless I just ask it in order. What agreement did he have with Gregory? Oh, he was intending to leave the world of crime behind him and start afresh, but he wasn't able to break the ties with his old acquaintances. So I made him a promise. If he lent his talents to assist me in the investigation, I'd make certain incidents from his past go away. And the police force would ensure that all ties he had would be severed. Did he bite and agree to the proposal? Not at first. He seemed to be somewhat against the idea. In order to gain his trust, I needed to take a different approach. As an act of good faith, I gave him something he'd find difficult to refuse. What was it? I handed him the keys to a new car, which served as a kind of advance payment. What? There's no need to act surprised. It was commonplace in operations like this. That's the sort of thing we did back then for people who assisted us. Really? And what happened to you? Mr. Hyde, I don't see how that has anything to do. God damn it. Frank. If I were to bring what if I were to bring a memory of a member of Gregory's family? Naturally. How on earth would you leave that to me? Don't go anywhere. I'll be back ASAP. Oh boy. Finally we can use that stupid car key. Ah, it's here. Will he even recognize the key? It was Frank who gave that to my dad. Damn. That's so sad. He was gonna get out. Okay, I got proof. Where's the member of Gregory's family? Right here, me. What? I got something you need to see. Here. This is... Yep, the same car key you gave to Gregory 25 years ago. It was discovered on the body of a man in downtown parking lot not long afterwards. This is one of the items my dad left me. What did you say? Gregory's real name was Chris Hyde. 25 years ago, after deciding to wash his hands of crime, he left the house on a final job. 3 days later, he still hadn't returned home to his family. The police were investigating the murder at one point, but they quickly broke it off. The case remains unsolved to this day. Frank, I'm Chris's son. Chris, I'm Frank's son. That's why I have the right to hear what you've got to say. You're gonna tell me all about the promise you made my father. Exactly what happened at the end. You're gonna tell me everything. To get the proof we needed to expose Condor, I made Gregory a promise 25 years ago. From this point of view, this job posed considerable risk. He agreed to take on the job, knowing it would be his last, for the sake of his family. We made our promise, and he looked me directly in the eyes and said, "Can I really trust you?" I didn't answer, but just nodded. I never intended that not to be a lie, but... What happened? That night he broke into the manager's office as we'd planned, got the safe open, and took out the contents. Then, from the darkened room, he shone the signal. No matter how many times he repeated it, nobody sent him the response he was expecting. Why not? Why didn't you send in the cavalry like planned? I wasn't there. I knew it! Why wasn't he there? I got him killed. Imagine if it was me. That would suck. What? When I was on the designated spot, Speck handed me a single note. The message was clear. My wife's conditions had worsened and I should go to the hospital at once. Naturally, I went, leaving Speck to preside over the scene. I fled to see my wife while Gregory was still inside doing the job. This is why you have to have a partner who you trust. Gregory must have thought I was dutifully waiting in position outside the hotel. After he signaled me, he simply had to wait for the reinforcements to arrive, but I'd already departed to be by my beloved's side. Beck's plan had been a complete success. It would have taken 5 minutes to do this, Frank. 5 minutes! Beck's plan. It was his intention to lure me away from the scene. No sooner had I reached the hospital than it became clear I hurried back. Beck maintained that he'd been given the note, but not know what the contents were. He also said that he had seen nothing like a signal from the manager's office. So he spun a web of lies that you had you convinced. He did. He was a member of the force, and I had no reason to disbelieve him. It was only later that I learned the truth behind the night's events. God damn. Speck is the worst. Mr. Hyde, are you able to forgive me? If only I'd known that Speck was working with Condor all those years ago. I would never have left him in charge of the scene. Maybe your father would be alive today. That's everything, is it? It is. That's the truth behind the death of the safecracker 25 years ago. Do you have anything to say? Now that you ask, I'm not sure I do. Funny as it may sound, I don't blame you for what happened. In fact, all I can think about right now is how he must have felt during those final moments. Those final moments that you put him into. Tell me one thing, Mr. Hyde. When did you find out that your father died in these very apartments? I only found out a little while ago. It was written in Michael's diary. What? You would just say you found his diary? Yeah, I found it, alright. You're not gonna like the fact that there's nothing related to Hugh Speck in there, though. See. While we're on the subject, you said you had a discussion with Michael's son. Just to put my mind at ease, could you let me know? Sorry to disappoint, but he didn't tell me anything that you'd find useful. I see. Nevertheless, I'd very much like the opportunity to talk to him myself. That's gonna be tough. He left not long after I spoke to him. He left? Are you telling me he lived in this building? Sure did. He was in room 306. That man! I had no idea. Don't take it so hard. I'll find you the proof you need to nail Speck. Mr. Hyde. In fact, I intend to expose everything these apartments have been hiding. Once I'm done, the only mystery left will be where I'll get copy from now on. All you need to do is keep your nose out and wait for me to get it done. You arrogant little... Just trying to keep you out of the line of fire. Leave the dangerous stuff to me. I suppose you have proven yourself useful. I'll back down, for now. Please, take this with you. It says... Other half of the torn postcard from Will. This item represents the only clue I found while searching the 4th floor. Take it with you. It might help. I take it you're eager to hear what Mrs. Patrice has to say. Damn right I am. There's plenty of things I have to ask that lady. She won't be too excited to talk to me, will she? Leave that part to me. I'll make sure she understands you're not in league with Niall. If it goes according to plan, there's every chance she'll emerge from her room. I'll leave that to you. Good luck, Mr. Hyde. One last thing, Frank. What is it? What kind of man was my dad? We had a drink together once. I remember thinking to myself all the time that he was a lot tougher than he looked. Never had much to say, but what he did say, he said with the utmost poignancy. He told me about his kid wanting to be a baseball star when he grew up. In fact, he was telling me he came across a run-of-the-mill kind of guy. Let's see. Alright, I need to make a move. I'm wasting time. I leave Frank's room. Kyle processing his feelings, maybe? Even though I know the truth behind what happened to Dad, that's not everything. Postcard that Michael left behind, the Condor key, the disappearance of the Scarlet Star, and proof of Hugh Speck's wrongdoing. These are obviously still secrets that people could get hurt over. How much does Mags know about them, though? I mean, she's definitely being rung around, too. My god, it's bedtime! Mags, you better open up this time. Who is it? We need to talk, Mrs. Patrice. Mr. Hyde. I'm on the phone with Mr. Raver at the moment. What do you need to talk to me about? About Michael McGrath and the diary he left behind. I see. Very well. Now she's gonna pull a gun on us. Come in. Whoa. Mrs. Patrice. Yes, what is it? I never thought you could do something so underhanded. I could say the same of you, Mr. Hyde. Why? Why did you do such a thing? I thought you'd have realized by now I'm not working for Niall. Then explain to me why you were poking around the 4th floor and why you took my key. How'd you even know I'd taken it? Because I cannot think of anyone else who would have done so, that's why. You have to admit, you've been asking me a lot of probing questions of late. And also, you seem to have taken to roaming about the building instead of doing work. That's true. Dylan was also kind enough to warn me about you. Did he? He told me I should be extra vigilant when you're around. Oh, he did he? How nice of him. Did you find that amusing? I never thought you'd be so dumb as to trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Ah. I guess you didn't know, huh? Dylan's been watching you on behalf of his employer, Niall. Excuse me? And not just you. He was also watching another tenant whose relatives worked for Condor. A relative of people working for Condor? I had no idea there was anyone that was living here. Who is it? Well, if you haven't got any interest in rocking the boat with Condor, probably better you remain in the dark. Dylan left without causing any fuss because you were unaware of his true identity. That's a very good point. But there's still something I don't understand. What might that be? You, Mr. Hyde. I still have no idea about you. Exactly, how do you figure in all this? Me? Well, 25 years ago, a safecracker was killed in the manager's office. He was my father. I beg your pardon? Like I told you before, my dad was killed when I was 9 years old. 25 years ago, he had to go out on one last job before going straight. 3 days later, his body was picked up in a downtown parking lot. And the case remains unsolved. He got caught up in a police investigation to uncover Condor's secret fencing operation at the hotel, and it was there that he was killed. I only found out about this after you gave everyone the eviction notice. And how exactly did you come to know this? I got my information from a person connected to Condor, who lives in this building. They told me that my dad came in here to steal the Scarlet Star. He was killed and the gem simply disappeared. The Scarlet Star? After I found that out, I made my decision. I'd expose everything about the building's hidden past. So that's the reason you came in here and searched around, I suppose. Right. Why'd you buy a building that was marked by Condor? Then why'd you suddenly decide to sell up? These are things I need answers for. Tell me everything you know. How much do you know about Condor? I've got no interest in talking about such things. Please don't ask me anymore. Listen, Mrs. Patrice. You can't ignore this. I'm gonna get an answer from you. Why are you so afraid to explain everything to me? Is it because your husband was Condor's ringleader? Is it because you were No. Is it because your husband was Condor's ringleader? Yes, that's precisely the reason. After he injured his hands, he couldn't play the saxophone anymore. He changed. He got his first job from them courtesy of a customer who came to the restaurant. After it went well, he began to realize he was in too deep to turn back. And before long, he was the ringleader of the criminal organization known as Condor. He eventually roped an old friend, the hotel manager Michael, into his work. They devised the means of selling the stolen jewelry secretly to avoid detection. Who killed Kathy McGrath 13 years ago? Hey! Even if you're not gonna talk, you're definitely gonna listen. The person who murdered Kathy McGrath was... George Patrice. I'm afraid that's right. It was George who killed her. But why did he do it? He told me why. It was payback for Michael double-crossing him. Okay, what did Michael do to double-cross? No sooner had George received word that the hotel safe was going to be broken into, he contacted Michael to let him know. At the time, there was still an item inside that a buyer had not been found for. It was the Scarlet Star. Michael received his orders, and when the intruder arrived, he shot him there in the office, and then stashed the corpse in the hotel chest freezer, where it stayed for 2 days. And then it was taken out and dumped at a different location where it was safe. After the incident was over, Michael told me that the Scarlet Star was gone. According to what he told me, it already had been removed from the safe before he shot the safe cracker. And George believed that? Not exactly. He just led Michael to believe he trusted him. Led him to believe? He didn't want to pressure Michael, or he might risk losing the use of the hotel. George could be cold, calculating man. He didn't exact his revenge on Michael for another 12 years. Damn. The reason he chose to wait 12 years before getting his revenge was because Michael wanted out of the stolen goods trade. Michael had sold the Scarlet Star. Right, because he wanted to leave. That's right. Michael made the decision to close down the hotel 13 years ago. It was his attempt to sever the bond between himself and Condor. However, George wasn't willing to sit back and accept this. Also, but to kill his wife over that. It was because he had grown tired of Kathy's company. What? George and Kathy had been intimate, an act which had betrayed both of us. Oh shit! Not the drama on top of this. How did Michael and George manage to sell the jewelry secretly? George didn't keep the stolen goods himself, but entrusted them to Michael. Michael stored them in the safe inside the manager's office. Once a buyer had been found, George would get in touch with Michael. and cash would be exchanged for the jewelry when the buyer came to the hotel. George would then take receipt of the cash immediately and receive his cut. So the purpose of the parties held at the hotel was find people to buy the jewelry. Exactly. The parties would be held from time to time at the hotel. There, potential buyers would gather, and the process would begin in earnest. Imagine the actual goods were exchanged in one of the guest rooms. No, Michael was very clear about that and would never use the guest rooms. There was a hidden chamber for this. A hidden chamber? Where? Where is the hidden chamber used to sell stolen goods? That's something I'm totally unable to help you with. Even when the building was undergoing renovation, no such room was found. See. Listen carefully, Mr. Hyde. The key you took from here, I'm sure it's for that room. What? That key was among the things George bequeathed to me after his death. Even though I had it all these years, I don't know where it's to be used. I assume that was your main focus, to discover where the hidden chamber lies, correct? Absolutely. Fauna just disappeared from the building. I wonder if you're right. I think we covered just about everything, Mr. Hyde. Not so fast. There's a few holes left. I don't know if I can discuss everything in one go. It's not as easy as you might think with my age, you know. But if you insist, if you're willing to indulge me, I may be willing to keep talking. What do I need to do? You'll agree to my terms. I don't have much of a choice, do I? The stakes are, I do what you ask and you tell me every last thing I want to know. Naturally. What do I need to do? Mr. Hyde, even though I own this building, there's something I've yet to find, and I want you to find it for me. Care to be more specific? Mr. Hyde, I'm sure you know what I'm referring to. The Scarlet Star. Have it your way. I suppose I should give you a hint to go with it. Take this. It's a photo. It's a photo of Hotel Cape West when it was first opened. Oh my god, it's gotta be in the lighthouse, obviously. You should have this as well. It was one of the things George left behind. Oh. And then there's this. Oh, okay. I found it in George's things with the key. A sketch of the 4th floor. It has 6 red circles marked on it. What do they mean? There's something written on the corner. The far side of the moon. I take the 4th floor sketch. Mr. Hyde, how you use those things is up to you. Kind of figured that part myself. Leave it to me. I'll find what you're after. And I'll be back to hear the rest of what you've got to tell me. Mr. Hyde. Oh boy. Thing Max was never able to find must be that hidden chamber. Looks like I'm drawing closer to what I'm looking for. The clues are in the sketch and the photo is the key. Now I think about it, this isn't the only photo of the hotel I have. Maybe I should compare them side by side. Hmm. Ah! Oh, am I supposed to... There we go. So specific. That's it, I've got it. There's a window missing from the newer photo. I'm positive the hidden chamber is between the elevator and room 405. The hell I'm gonna get to it? Hmm. The elevator in room 405. Oh! Can I use the key here? Yay! What the? The button came off. I hope it was designed to do that. I'm sure it's fine. Tiny switch. What's this? Some sort of control switch. I switch it on. Okay, it's on. Oh, there's more to it than meets the eye. Oh, does this need to be like a code or something? Okay, first of all, maybe they said it was like the moon or something. The fuck is the other half? The other side of the moon? Something written on the back. Oh, pfft, there we go. I didn't think it was actually going to be on here. All I need to do is find out what Michael's trying to use. Wait, let me look at that. Okay. Why does it say Q395? Fuck, what is this? 1 or what? What is this supposed to mean? Close, open, bell, Q, roof, second floor. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some of these are like wingdings. This makes no sense. Are they rooms? Are they coordinates? What the fuck do you want from me? I'm so confused, Kyle. What do they want? These symbols, I can't help but think I've seen them somewhere before. Have you? I've seen some of them before on this. Here. No, I can't even attempt that. I have no clue what they want. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait, let's look at the places on the thingy. Okay, so we're in 406. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of that. Actually, where are we? It should be here-ish. Okay, maybe this isn't the right room. I swear it is. Okay, let's try a different room. First of all, actually, there's one supposed to be at the end of the thingy here. Condor mark engraved. Considering the way it looks, it might have something to do with the markings on the 4th floor sketch, I guess? Okay. And then there should be one in this room. Damn, this door got busted open. Or something got busted open. Oh. Kyle, just do me a favor and automatically open all the doors for me. Okay, here it should be up this way. On the bed? Oh, damn. Wait, when we were looking for a condor, why couldn't we find all of these ones? They were all over the place. Let's turn in a different direction. Okay, so that's the difference between them. How would he even know what to do? How would he even know to, like, draw them out? I wouldn't have thought about that. This is the part of the game where we're using some crazy logic, and that's fine. We need to unwind with some vocal exercises. The one here is supposed to be right here. Aha, nothing inside, but... Could these be like clock dials? Okay, and then... Wondermark engraved here too. Good work, Kyle. Little confidence building things. Getting comfortable doing weird stuff things. Love yourself stuff. It's been a weird kind of Zen experience. Feels like drama club from what it sounds like. I feel like they do this kind of stuff in like theater, which I guess makes sense since it's acting. I always thought that that would be kind of fun to do. I was never a theater person. So I always thought that like the things that I hear people doing in theater sound a little bit ridiculous, but at the same time, I feel like it would be kind of fun and like, I don't know, kind of good for like confidence. I was not much of a theater kid since they were much. I was a music kid, so we'd occasionally have to work with the theater kids, and I remember being like, oh, they're a lot. They're a lot. The music group, like, at least my class, like my year, we were like extremely like chill. And we were also like vastly different in like our because music in the end we weren't doing jams or ensembles or anything. We weren't like band. We were like a music club. We were like a music class. And we all did different instruments. And some of us did solo instruments, like me. And like most of the other ones. Like one guy, he just did house music and stuff. He was really good at it though. He was very clever. But yeah, we all just kind of, so when so whenever we interacted with the theater people, they were so much more like, I don't want to say a cult, but it was a very different vibe from what we were used to and what we were comfortable with. They were also just kind of like demandy. They were very demandy. Figure out what these mean. Also try to work out what the note on the sketch was for. But also they were kids, so you kind of have to assume that. What the fuck does this mean? Oh wait, actually there's an X spot over there. Let's go there. Okay, no, that's not where the X spot is. Like here. It's like this wall. There's like a little bridge between the wall where the lift is. What is the sketch? A secret room is beyond this wall. Doesn't look like there's anything out of the ordinary though. Find another way in. Yeah, probably through the lift. Okay. But how? The sketch makes no sense. Okay. One, two, three. Oh! Top left. Middle left. Bottom left. Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Because what do you mean bottom? And then bottom right, and then middle right. 3, 1, roof, floor 3, floor 1, floor roof, and then bottom, open door, and then floor 2, and then a closed door. Let's try that. 3, 1, roof, open door, 2, and then closed door. I got this. I know exactly what to do. I got this. Three, 1, roof. Open door. 2, closed door. No fucking way that actually worked. I legit thought that was terrible guessing. Especially because one of them was literally just like down, which I thought, that could be any of the down ones, but whatever. Whatever. You know what? Sometimes I get instructed. I guess it's like everything from the asterisk. You got it. The thing is, it doesn't even make sense because, like, you jump between the left and the right ones depending on which one works better. Like, you just have to ignore some of the symbols. Like, A means nothing. The up-down one means nothing. Whatever. You know what? I understand everything. It stopped. Where is this? We're in between. Why is it stopped there? What's that noise? Oh my god, so it was an entire floor that was hidden. Something happens. Thing broken. Not working anymore. Hey, help. Oh, what the fuck? L-shaped bench in the corner of the elevator. Small hatch opened up on the side of it. I was gonna stand on the couch and try and crawl out the roof, but this works better. It worked! I lift up the side panel of the bench. What's this? A hidden entrance! Goes quite a way. Nothing for it. Oh, I would not go in there. I would not go in there. No! Oh my god. What if the elevator starts moving? Found it. Oh my god. There's no mistaking it. This must be the place. This is where Condor sold their stolen jewelry. Time to look around. Lights on and everything. Imagine if one of them is still alive, like George or Michael. A ledger? Let's see. First page of the ledger shows dates, transactions, code words. Gold, silver, scarlet. Struck the motherlode. It's an item by item list of jewel sales. Yes. Piece of writing paper left here. Handwriting's too smudged. Lodgement desk. 1954. That's right before the incident. A badge! Los Angeles Police. Why the hell would something like this be here? Oh, don't tell me Hugh Speck still knows how to get in here. Photo shows 3 men. Man wearing the hat on the right. Another photo of him before in Mags's room. It's him, George. On the left is a tag. Manager, that's Michael. And then the one on the right, there's a worried looking man in the center who George has his arm around. Stare at the man in the photo. There's a flash of realization. I know who that is. I recall where I saw him on TV. I'll be damned. It's a young Hugh Speck. Photo shows just how Hugh Speck and Condor are connected. I think I know the meaning of the police badge too. It's for collateral. As a sign of his devotion to that cause. Evidence! Oh, maybe he doesn't know how to get in here though, because he would have gotten rid of that ages ago if he did. Unless Dylan's been following us. picture of the classic card designs for aces. Frame painting on the wall. If I do this. Whoa, the lighthouse. That's bright. What's the story with this? Oh! No, Dylan's gonna be outside. He's gonna be outside for sure. I'm so scared. I feel like he's gonna jump scare me for sure. Interesting. Shadow of the Condor has appeared underneath the cards. Because the Condor is pointing at a card. What could it be trying to say? What could it mean? Who could say? Who could say? Honestly, I don't know. Definitely not a gem hidden in there or anything. Yeah, literally. They were literally just like, we're gonna toss in every single puzzle in the game in the last bit. Like, damn, okay. What did I miss? Dust would fly everywhere. Okay, so that's not been used in a while. But he hasn't said that about everything else. Oh, clock stopped. Why is there a phone in here if there's no cord attached? Oh no, I don't actually want to look at this. Never mind. Light shining from the point of the painting. Lighthouse is beaming out a stream of light. Light from the lighthouse. This can't be. Do we have to go to the lighthouse? Can we even leave right now? Or are we kind of stuck here? Picture containing a working lighthouse. There's only one place I know that's got a lighthouse. Roof. Time to get myself up there. Let's just close all of this stuff, shall we? Oh, they don't even need to. Oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. They don't even need to have gone to the secret room. No. The light on the lighthouse. Oh, we turned it on! The condor! It's a bat signal! We should have known! There's a majestic lighthouse on a roof. Light is shining on it. We've signaled to everyone to come here. Oh! It's pointing here. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That person's brickwork is slightly dirty. Except this one's clean. Oh. My god. Oh my god. He set up all of this? I've got it. The Scarlet Star. Wow. I finally got my hands on the Scarlet Star. I say out loud. The coolness of the beautifully shining jewel spreads through my hands. Item, locate the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at the hotel 25 years ago. That's the thing you've been searching for, Will McGrath. And with it comes the truth of what happened all those years ago. He's sometimes just running like, yoink! My dad made a promise with Frank to enable him to leave his shady past behind. He snuck into the manager's office, cracked open the safe, and stole the Scarlet Star. He was then supposed to go to the window and signal for Frank to use his flashlight. But the response to the signal never came, and then Michael McGrath arrived on the scene, and he shot and killed my dad. No! Maybe when he died, he was clutching this very thing in his hands. My grip on the Scarlet Star tightens as I think of my dad's dying moments. The jewel gradually starts to grow warmer in my hand. It feels as though the stone is transcending the 25 years since it was held by him, bringing us together again. As I dwell on this, I feel a warm, melting kind of sensation from it. Looks like I'll be fulfilling that requirement of the order after all. Time to give this to the one person I left who bears responsibility for Kathy's death. Uh-oh! Oh no! The elevator opens and somebody emerges. Is that Mags? Oh? Mr. Hyde. I assume I have you to blame for switching the lighthouse on. Yep, I did it all right. Then I must also assume that you entered that room. You knew? How did you know that there was a switch inside the room in the first place? And what happened to you not even knowing where that place was? I apologize, but I lied. Oh my god. Naturally, I was aware of what that room contains too. You! If you knew about the hidden chamber, why did you need to lie? Let's just say, I had no intention of discussing my knowledge of that room with anybody. I breathed a sigh of relief when I decided to sell off the building, safe in the knowledge that the secret would disappear once the building is demolished. I suppose looking back, I was hoping for a little too much. Well, if it got demolished, surely they would end up finding like the poker table and everything just hidden in there. I never imagined you'd take to snooping around and looking into the building's past. Then, Mr. Hyde, when you came round looking for information, I thought to myself, I can't keep hiding it if he's found out this much. So I had to decide. On the one hand, I could have leave while everything's still shrouded in secrecy. Or I could risk letting everything come to light. It was essentially a gamble. What do you mean a gamble? A gamble to see if you'd be able to find that room or not. So you gambled everything on me and whether I'd find it? Precisely. It seems it ended just as I'd expected. You! What were you trying to hide? The crimes that he committed, of course. His time as Condor's ringleader in the stolen jewelry, the illegal sales, not to mention keeping it all under the LAPD's radar despite one of them being involved. Lastly, the unfortunate killing of Kathy. Unfortunate. The crimes committed by George here in this very building. They needed to be kept hidden, every one of them. And I intended to do just that. I was planning to take these truths with me to the grave. But as we can see, that was futile. How did you think it would end? I was fully aware that there was little hope I'd keep everything secret. I knew that if anyone could find that room, it would be you. So you appreciated that what was at stake should you lose your gamble? Yes, but as soon as we started talking about the secret room, my mind was made up. If you found the room, I would lose my gamble, and then I'd need to let you in on everything I knew. If you failed, however, I wouldn't need to talk to you on the subject any further, and then my gamble would have paid off. It seems like she wasn't directly involved. But what made you think I'd find it? I knew it would take a focused individual, and you more than fitted that description. I could see it in your eyes. Damn right I'm focused. Yeah, you don't think I'd waste my time looking around this place without good reason, do you? No, of course not. I was truly surprised when you came and told me what you knew about 25 years ago. The fact that the safecracker Michael shot turned out to be your father. I doubt anyone could have anticipated that one. What are the odds, huh? Maybe I knew, Mr. Hyde. Even as you arrived at my room today, I knew what was gonna happen. Somewhere deep down, I must have realized that you would uncover the whole thing. Tell me something, Mr. Hyde. Have you found everything you were looking for? I think I have. Michael's 13-year-old diary, the proof that connects the LAPD and Condor. Even the Scarlet Star, I've uncovered them all. You found the Scarlet Star? I certainly did. Michael McGrath left some helpful clues behind. They led me to the hidden chamber and helped me get it. I have it now. Is that so? Take a look. Yoink! So this is the Scarlet Star. Sure is. Your late husband didn't take the disappearance of it lightly and killed Kathy as a result. The Scarlet Star going missing was where the whole horrible ordeal began. Not quite. Condor's theft of the Scarlet Star in the first place is where it started. If George Patrice were still alive, I'd be showing the thing to him, and we'd be having a very frank chat about his crimes. I'm sure you would, but as he's no longer with us, that will never happen. True. The same with Michael. You can have this back now, Mr. Hyde. What? I was only concerned with keeping it hidden, not keeping it for myself. Oh, well, thank you. You've earned the right to keep it. In fact, everything you found is as good as yours. The room and all its contents. Which by extension means that disposing of it also falls to you. You're sure about this? I am. I understand. Okay then, I suppose it's time for me to tell you everything. Monologue! Will you listen to what I have to say, Mr. Hyde? All of it? Will you let me tell you about my foolishness in loving an evil man? I first met him when I was 19 years old. I was a dancer back then, and he was part of a band. I knew from the start that he was a bad person. He brought a different woman with him every time and used to keep dubious company. Despite all of this, I fell for him. As soon as we began to live together, something became very apparent to me. I knew I'd need to get used to dealing with him. Times I loved him, and times I detested him. The strangest thing was, The more I became accustomed to the jealousy I felt, the more my desire toward him grew. It was a strange position to be in. Oh, Margs. When he started dipping his feet into the world of crime, I began thinking that I needed to know everything he was involved in. So yes, before you say it, by keeping his wrongdoing secret, I became an accomplice. The feeling of guilt that arose from all the crimes was what chained us together. But inevitably, that wasn't a strong enough bond to keep our marriage alive. He became more and more distant from me as his feelings faded, until finally, I could see there was no hope for a future together. Eventually, he and Kathy went on to betray me and Michael. Despite having full knowledge of their intimacy, there was no fuss made. I was perfectly content to just sit back and watch, now that my feelings had subsided. But after Kathy was murdered, and I saw the taunting smile appeared on his face, and he told me I was gonna have to keep one more secret. Yikes. I finally started to realize I'd made a grave mistake. I was partly responsible for the man he'd become. Girl, you might have been an accomplice, but I don't believe in the idea of someone who is a partner of like an evil person being responsible for that person. I do think that they are partly complicit in it, for sure, if they haven't like helped anyone else that's also getting harmed. But I don't think that they're responsible for that person. Even if they had a chance to like warn someone else about it, I don't think that's different, because like that's the ability to stop them, but they don't cause their actions, you know? Like that's different. And it's not to say that she's innocent, because obviously she should have told someone and definitely like gotten some help involved, but girl, you're not the cause of this for sure. I was the only person who'd be able to put an end to his misdeeds once and for all. And so on that day, I planned to shoot him using his own gun. But as it turned out, I wasn't to become a murderer that night after all. Somebody else had crept in, pointed a gun and shot George instead. None other than his friend, Michael. When the deed was done, he looked me in the eye before striking me down with the— What the fuck? Hey! Leave her out of this! I woke up after being out cold. The first thing I noticed was the gun that shot George was grasping my right— and he framed her! With the now lifeless body of my husband laid before me. He had died with the most atrocious look of pain across his face. One thing went through my mind as I stared at his dead eyes. Enough. He had gotten nothing short of what he deserved for the crimes he committed. I made one final promise to his agonized face. I vowed I would keep his secrets even after his death, and not tell a soul. I intended to take those secrets with me into the next life, but from then on, I felt much like a ship lost at sea, with no lighthouse to guide me home. I drifted aimlessly in the darkness, tossed endlessly by the waves. You know what happened after that? I was arrested and held on suspicion of murder. I eventually faced that grueling trial. Despite my predicament, I remained silent and told the police and lawyers nothing. Do you know why I chose not to reveal the truth, Mr. Hyde? I'll tell you. I wanted them to find me guilty. That's why. I felt it was only fitting. After all, I was fully intent on extinguishing George's life myself that night. It seems the greater powers than my own were at work. Somehow the court found me innocent of the crime, and the money I inherited from George enabled me to buy the hotel. Part of the reason I snapped the place up was to maintain the secrecy. Girl, you should have just bought a cabin in the woods and just like lived a nice quiet life. I also felt that if I lived here, the lighthouse would be my guide to help me traverse the waves and survive the darkness. Looking back, maybe I was just clinging on to my foolish ideals. The fact remains, I failed in my attempt to keep what he did a secret. That brings us back to here and now, where I'm telling you everything. That's the end, Mr. Hyde. There's no more. I expect you're overwhelmed with anger at this foolish woman's confession. I really wish I hadn't needed to tell anyone what I told you. You're kidding, right? I beg your pardon. Surely you've been wanting to offload this entire thing onto someone for years. I mean, keeping all that pent up for so long. You must have been dying to tell anyone who'd listen. Mr. Hyde. I admit it. You're right. I've been languishing in my guilt for what seems like an eternity. I just couldn't see it through to the end. I know I made the decision by myself, but I just wanted to put my love for another ahead of my own feelings. I never thought doing so would lead to this much turmoil. It's true. I've been feeling like this for quite some time now. Desperately wanting to talk to someone. Girl! It's been so horrible. Oh shit, I thought she had a heart attack or something. As I stare at Max crying her eyes out, I think to myself, there must be so many people around the world forced to keep burdens on their own. One thing's for sure, I'm one of them. Knowing the truth behind my dad's death and uncovering the hidden deeds behind it doesn't go so far as to erase the unbearable things I have going in my mind. I understand the pain she's feeling. I really do. Now she's in front of me in tears, after telling me everything, after spending all that time keeping an unbearable truth to herself. The more she cries, the easier the burden will become. It'll never truly disappear. I suppose the least I can do is wait quietly until she's done crying. Mrs. Patrice, if you stay there much longer, you're gonna catch your death. I'll help you up. Thank you, but I'm fine, Mr. Hyde. I can stand on my own. I've never needed anybody's help. And I have no intention of changing that now. Max stands up, and I notice that there are no longer any tears in her eyes. Her eyes are now fixed on the light bursting forth from the lighthouse. That would give me tears, TBH. We just stand there and stare. Silently, we gaze up at the lighthouse. Soon, we'll be leaving this lighthouse behind forever. I wonder if it'll be okay without it to guide me through the darkness. Max continues to mutter things to herself. I'm unable to respond. I just continue staring up at the lighthouse without saying a word. "11 p.m. Even though Max has left the roof, I'm still standing. I don't feel like dragging myself back to my room. I decided to take one last trip to the 4th floor. Kyle, no, it's too spooky down there. And we still have the Scarlet Star with us, which means someone's gonna steal it from us. I enter room 406 and open the curtains. I brush aside the dust that's covering the window and peer outside. Through the dirty window, I observe the scene beyond. It's a cold, damp view I'm so accustomed to seeing. The picturesque city at night, never thought I'd see the last view my dad ever laid eyes on. But of course, what my dad saw must have been slightly different. 25 years have passed since my dad was killed. I'm now the age he was then, standing in the same room, looking out the same window. What did he see when he stared out through it? What was he expecting to see? I may have uncovered what happened then, but I'll never know what he was thinking. There is one thing I know for certain, though. He was standing by this window because he made a choice which made me and Mom in mind. I closed the curtains and let the memory of my dad rest at last. Oh, it's morning. It's my phone. We just slept with the Scarlet Star? Not this view. Morning, Kyle. Mother? Mother! I got a call from Ed last night. He told me everything. It seems you've been keeping things from me. What? It's not like that. I wasn't keeping anything from you. Then why didn't you tell me yourself? I mean, Ed going to the hospital is pretty serious. Oh, right, that. What else would it be? Is there something you're not telling me? No, of course not. I don't feel it's right time to let Mom know about the truth behind Dad's death. I guess I can't put it off forever, though. Ed told me something nice, too, though. He said you're not the good-for-nothing you used to be. What's that supposed to mean? Relax, it's just his way of paying you a compliment. Besides, I was really happy to hear him say it. Listen, Mom. Yes? You remember the chat we had a couple of days ago? The one about why you and Dad were together? Yes, I remember. Well, I've been doing some thinking since then about Dad. If I can put his crimes into the past, I'd like to come and visit you. Maybe then you could tell me some more about him. Kyle confronting his feelings? I'd be happy to, Kyle. Oh, no goodbye, I guess. Splash the water on my face, throw on some clothes. Give Rachel a call. Hey, girl. It's me. Morning, handsome. I'm done with that order. You mean you found the item? Yep, and the truth from 25 years ago. Should I pass you over to Ed? No need. I'll probably come into the office later anyway. Best give Ed a heads up first, though. Will do. I guess I'll see you then. I'll be waiting, Kyle. Before I do anything else, I better fill in Frank on what happened. I guess. Oh, they're just like shooting me over. Mr. Hyde. Hi, Frank. What did you find out in the end? Did you manage to uncover something significant? You could say that. That's why I'm here, actually. Tell me what you know. I gained access to the hidden chamber Condor used for their secret sales. A hidden chamber? That's what I said. It seems there's been a secret room here ever since the place was a hotel. It wasn't easy to find, though. The only way to get in was via a secret hatch in the elevator. I'm stunned. You actually entered the chamber. Damn right I did. Not just that, I found some pretty interesting things there. They should be just what you've been looking for. What? Here. Mr. Hyde, could this be? It's a ledger containing all the details of the jewel sales that Condor made. I believe this pretty much covers what you've been trying to find, am I right? And these? What you have there is a picture showing Q Spec together with Condor and an LAPD police badge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that should provide you with enough evidence to nail Spec. Mr. Hyde! We have made his year. I thank you. What's wrong? I'm sorry, please understand how emotional this is for me. I've hoped for this day for such a long time now. It's been quite a wait. Mr. Hyde, thanks to your efforts, I now have all the proof I need to take that man down. The rest you can safely leave to me. Break a leg. Just one thing though, Frank. What is it? Once you've blown the whistle on Spec, what will you do next? Where are you gonna go after this? I'm worried about this old man. Might have nowhere to go. Don't trouble yourself with such worries. I've got no wish to throw myself into the care of my children. In fact, after Hugh Speck's wrongdoing has been exposed, I intend to move to Idaho and live out my days there. What? Idaho? Yes. A colleague of mine from the force has a farm there. He's been telling me for years to come down and visit. It's about time I took him up on it. Well, I guess you're all set. He's going to Idaho. Let's make a deal then. I give you the proof you've been looking for, and you promise to send me some potatoes you're gonna grow down there. Deal. I'll be sure to send some your way. Good for him. I must be going. You enjoy that potato farming. That ties that up. I better think about visiting an estate agency before heading to the office. Yes. Yes, you should. There's no one even left on this floor now that I think about it. Dylan's gone. Let's knock anyway, just in case. Nope. No one's coming. Charles! Charles is here! Oh my god, Charles! Good morning, Mr. Hyde. What the fuck happened there? Monsieur Hyde? When are you leaving this place, Charles?
I will be going on the 29th.
I see. Do you have any plans to go to France?
Not yet.
What?
I want to stay here in LA and study some more. I'm going to try and convince my grandfather to let me stay for one more year.
You think you can get him on board?
If I can, I intend to work and pay my own tuition fees. No more allowances for me.
Sounds like a plan. Doesn't sound like it's gonna be easy, but knowing you, you'll find a way.
I hope so. Anywho, see you later.
I believe in you, Charles. You got my vote. You know, I kind of wish we had another confrontation with Will. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that guy. She's still here? She's gone. Oh, we didn't even get to say goodbye. Kind of sad. She's kind of messy, but like, you know, Eddie's not at home. Damn. Who's there? It's me, Kyle. Oh, Hyde. Sorry, man, I'm about to go out. I see. Oh, okay. Bye. Bye, Tony. You don't know, but this is the last time we're ever seeing each other. Hyde. Huh?
Claire! Good morning, Mr. Hyde.
What's up? You seem chirpier than usual, if that's possible.
Can you guess?
Come on, tell me what's up.
My mom's here. She's chatting with Dad right now.
Is that so?
Yeah. And what's more, they seem to be getting along really well. I don't want to jinx it, but this could be their second chance.
Let's hope your luck's in.
I got you to thank for this, Mr. Hyde.
Me? What did I do?
You and Dad talked about it, didn't you? You told him few families actually manage to get together. And there's a lot that really want to, but they can't.
Sounds like the kind of thing I'd say. I was like, I don't remember saying that, but I probably would say some good advice like that, yeah. Claire?
Dad!
Oh, hey there, Mr. Hyde. Sydney.
Dad, where's Mom?
It's no use, Claire. I don't think I can handle it on my own. I run out of things to say when it's just the two of us.
Dad? Mom's not expecting the world, you know, just be yourself.
But Claire...
Just take it slowly. Try not to get flustered. Don't try to rush through it. Enjoy the time you have together.
Claire...
Anyway, I gotta get back to the cafe. You better think about heading back too, unless you want to keep Mom waiting.
Fair enough.
See you later, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, bye.
Claire walks back into the cafe.
This whole thing isn't as easy as it looks. Sydney, I think you better do what Claire says. After all, these things take time. I suppose you're right. I'll give it my best shot.
Dad!
That's my cue. Speak to you later, Mr. Hyde.
Hi, Sydney.
Yo, Hyde. Tony! I thought we wouldn't see you one last time. Word up, home slice. What's with you carrying your guitar around with you this time in the morning? Got me a job. No kidding, a job? It's okay, Hyde. You don't have to get emotional. I got a gig. The venue's a bit small, but they picked up my act after hearing my song on the radio. I've been signed up to play from today for a whole week, you know. That's great, man. Good for you. It was just one tiny little hitch. They want me to play something totally new on the last day, which is cool, but like I don't have any new material. I've been going over in my head, but I'm coming up with zilch. Cut the crap. Stop worrying about it and just do it. What? I'm pretty sure that if you put your mind to it, you can write something new. You know how tough life can get. You got a nice girl. You've even been knocked out. Surely you've got no end of subject matter to work with. You know what? You're right. I guess I better give it a shot. How are you feeling after the last night anyway? A lot better now. No sleep spray is gonna keep me down. How about you? How's the treasure hunt go? Treasure hunt? I'm finished with that now. You done? Turns out the information wasn't entirely truthful. What do you mean? It was all devised by some shady types to get us to play their game. You were taken out by those shady characters? That's why I decided to get out while I could. Better not to pry into it. That's serious stuff. Guess all our dreams about becoming stinking rich have gone up in smoke, huh? Guess they have. What are we gonna do with the gem? Hyde. I'm gonna be recording my demo tomorrow. Got yourself a studio? I sure did. That 1K you gave me was played to set up a real nice place. Glad to hear it. You and me both. Once I got my sound recorded on a demo, the sky's the limit. One step closer to your dream, I guess. I just want you to know, as soon as I got the cash, I'm gonna pay you back every last penny. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, cut me some slack, man. I'm totally serious. What y'all yapping about here? Whoa!
Hello, Mr. Wolf. It's long time no see. I trust you are well. I'm doing okay. Your timing's perfect, actually. I'm hoping to ask you something. What is it? Regarding your rent. I was just curious to hear when you'll be settling the total amount you still owe me. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's cool because I'm gonna pay it soon. I have some work that's gonna be bringing the cash. So don't you worry, you'll get your rent soon enough. You seem quite confident about it. I'm prepared to take you at your word. Come see me once you're in a position to settle your debt. Thanks, Mr. Patrice. Tony, aren't you supposed to be somewhere? You're right, I got a split. Wish me luck. Oh my god. Good luck, Tony. He's somewhat different from before, wouldn't you say? He is. He managed to look me in the eye and tell me straight. Much more confident. I feel more inclined to believe what he says when his attitude is like that. I wonder what brought on his sudden change. You're not so different yourself, you know. What? Like you, he's been weighed under by problems. He couldn't get any help. Now he's overcome that, you've seen the results. I see your point. Is this whole game just about, like, you should talk to people if you're stressed? Mrs. Patrice. What are you gonna do with yourself after you leave this place? I must confess, I haven't really given the matter much thought. Now you mention it, maybe it's about time I did. Part of me just wants to get out of here, maybe on a cruise. Somewhere with a lighthouse to guide us at night. I would say don't work in a lighthouse though, because you'll be all alone, and it would be quite miserable, I think. What do you think, Mr. Hyde? Care to join me? Pass. Not really one for long, drawn-out cruises. But a mystery on a cruise! That's probably for the best, especially seeing as you have more pressing matters to attend to. Meaning? Finding a new place to live. It's only you and Mr. Wolf who are yet to decide on a place. Maybe it's time I gotta move on. I'd really appreciate if you did. There's still a lot on my plate to take care of, without having you to worry about. I'm sure you appreciate that more than others would. Maybe a hotel that's like built like the Titanic. Hey? Yeah. Anyway, I must be going, Mr. Hyde. Okay, time for me to head out. My pager! Who the heck? What's the hurry? I'll be there as soon as I can, Rachel. Once I get out of this Lost Window Hotel Cape West. Am I gonna just drop the gem in the mail? No fucking way. Did I just drop the gem in the mailbox? No, in the newspaper stand? That's so funny. I just threw it in the newspaper thingy. That's so silly. What the fuck, Kyle? What a way to end. You're still streaming, I fell asleep. Hi, Alti. We're at the end. We're done. Hey, it's Betty. Hey, it's Charles. Douanet? That's his last name? That's my goat right there. Ew, it's Dylan. Boo! Boo! I wonder what happened to him, actually. It's Rex! Boo! That's so funny that Mari's going with Rex at the end. I mean, I know it's not in that kind of way, but like, after everything he put her through. Like, damn, I would not want to even look at his face. Yay, Claire! Thank you for letting me use your model, Claire. Very helpful. We truly found out who was the Hotel Cape West lost window. God, that lost section alti, I was not awake enough to handle it. It was puzzle after puzzle. Like, what the heck? They threw everything in the lost hour. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know how to feel about you, but I don't hate you. But I also do. But I also love you, and it's hot feelings. Coco Struggle. Really was. I need a Coco Struggle emote, now that I think about it. Thank you, Staff. Thank you, Takuya Miyagawa, for producing this. And Satoshi Kira, who actually made the game. Director, Taisuke Kanasaki, thank you for making this game. And RIP for the studio shutting down. Like, damn, I want more of these, please. That's so sad. At least we got a remake for, like, another code. And I kind of think that because we got that remake and the other new game by this director, that even though the studio technically shut down, the developers still seem to be, and the art director still seem to be kind of working together. And they definitely seem to want to make more games. But it would be nice if that we got, like, I don't know, some more? Even if they're, like, not long or anything, but... I think the thing I like about these games the most is, like, the conversations are really grounded. I mean, they're kind of silly sometimes, but not in a bad way. Also, Kyle is, like, he's kind of, like, a silly character. He's kind of a silly character because he's, like, very noir detective rough, but, like, he is also just, like, really dumb sometimes. That makes him very endearing. It's kind of like the opposite with Ashley, where Ashley's like this spunky teenager, but like she's also kind of like depressed all the time. She's really depressed in the first game and then really angsty in the second game, and it's kind of like, it's fun to see, like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be super fun if there was like a crossover at some point. Because the idea of Kyle having to work with Ashley would be the funniest thing ever. Like, they would hate each other. Yeah, the gap is very endearing, because I don't like noir detective types usually. I get really frustrated with them. I don't like rough characters usually, but I don't know, Kyle's endearing. He's kind of fun. Kind of just silly. He's just a silly, goofy guy. I think that's what I like about him. Also, there's a lot of like... Okay, they have villains in this game, but they're more like crime syndicate villains. And like... the actual characters who you find out are like the big bad or like, you know, the big person behind a lot of it. They end up always being kind of like, they're not really villains. They're just kind of like people in bad situations who are just hiding a lot of secrets. It was like this in the first game too. And also a lot of the characters, I love how they kind of give you this Ooh, LA News, the new mayor is John Taylor, born and bred in locality. This man has steady campaign is shares a firm handshake with his running opponent Hugh Speck. Fuck you, Hugh Speck. Speck the runner-up of the campaign has this to say. Good riddance. Regardless of the outcome, I will continue to represent the good of the people. No, you won't, liar. We apologize for the interruption. Breaking news has just come in. Let's go. Museum of Natural History has received an anonymous donation. The donation consists of a large pristine... Oh, damn, he did send it. The diamond itself is a well-known jewel, the famous Scarlet Star. It was stolen from the French jeweler Charnay 25 years ago in Los Angeles. Experts examined the diamond, recognize it as a Scarlet Star right away. Due to its distinctive appearance, it is absolutely priceless. I repeat. The Museum of Natural History. I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be Frank outing the mayor about his corruption. I thought that was the breaking news. Did he end up what did he do with that evidence? We literally have evidence about Hugh Speck being an evil, evil guy. Whatever. I'm gonna assume that... Oh my god, it's the window. It's the lost window. Frank, what the fuck? We gave you all the evidence. You let us down one more time. You do this to us one last time, Frank. What? Just as we're staring at the lost window. So upset. But also, what did I expect? That's the game. I think that's it. Yay! It is! Aw, they got chapters! And you can play pool. Pinky Rabbit Land added. 9 Ball added. Oh no, thank you. I had enough of 9 Ball. Coco done. Coco done today. I was gonna say, I wanted to play Mixtape, but there was another game that I wanted to play beforehand, which was like shorter. So I kind of want to do that, but I need to remember what it was. Or was it just Bustafellows? It might have been Bustafellows, in which case that's a lot longer, so maybe not. But, Mixtape was the next idea for a Saturday game, or Sunday game, I guess, nowadays. But yeah, that was Lost Window Hotel Cape West. And we are done. We are wrapping up, which is so sad. I'm actually so sad because we're never gonna see Kyle Hyde again. And that makes me kind of sad, even though we saw so much of him this time. But at least everything ended well. And we'll hope that he's getting onto good things at least. I mean, he's probably dead by now because this is like, we're in almost 2030 and this was the 1980s. But R.I.P. Kyle. And goodbye, Kyle. Farewell. Enjoy further crimes that you unravel, probably. I don't know. And good night, guys.